Good evening, and welcome to BevLive, coming to you on a Friday evening. My name is Bjoern, and I'm excited to be here with everybody. Today, I want to talk about what makes wine special, and also how you should shop for wine. And those two things are actually, in some ways, they kind of they kind of link together. And I will explain in just a minute how those two things are linked. What makes wine special? Wine is one of those few things, consumer goods that there are literally thousands, if not, 10,000s of different wines on the market. All are different, all are from different parts of the world, and you get to choose between all of them. And so it's in those regards a very different kind of product. Like, let's say you go to the grocery store and you buy some, I don't know, cornflakes or coffee. Well, coffee actually is a pretty decent selection, but not the kind of selection that you have, for example, with wine, or gummy bears, or chocolate, or whatever it may be. The selection is limited. There's usually a few big players that dominate the market, and then there's a few specialty smaller ones. That's pretty much how it works within most consumer goods. Wine is a little bit different. It's in some ways the same. There's some very large producers, and then there's some specialty producers, but it's on a much, much bigger scale. I mean, you have so many more wineries, so many more countries, so many more different styles to make wine. And even if you're somebody who has been drinking and tasting different wines all of your life, think about it, you still find those moments where you go like, I don't think I've had some like this before, or this is different, in good and a bad way. So wine is a very special product, and it's not just that. It's a product made from nature, and every year, even within the same wine, it's going to be a little bit different depending on the climate of that year, depending on the weather. So, you have tens of thousands of different wines. You then have different vintages to add to that. Huge amount of different wines. And I think that's for so many people makes wine so exciting, especially those are, always looking for something interesting. So I ask you to, when you find something exciting, keep that in mind. Like I mentioned last week, keep that in mind for special events or something, but don't stop. Keep on looking. Don't drink the same wine for the next 20 years. Keep on looking. It's that search for the next exciting thing that is, that makes drinking wine so exciting. And you tell your friends and bring it to the dinner table. It's like, hey, look what I just found. And I think that's what makes wine very, very unique. And that's why we love BevLive. And what we're doing here, because we're going to bring a lot of producers to you that you can communicate with and learn from them. And in many ways, that what again makes it so special, because we're not going to have like 5, 10, 20. We're going to have literally, at least the plan, hundreds of different producers on the platform that you can communicate with, that you can learn from. I think that's what makes wine such an exciting product, and that's why I love working in this industry. It's an exciting industry. It's all about exciting people doing exciting things. So how does that tie in with your shopping experience? On BevLive, you have the opportunity to talk to people, and I think that's so incredibly important that you get to ask the experts and talk to them about their products and learn from them. And it's like, why is your product special? What did you do this year? What kind of barrel did you use this year? And it's ask questions, ask as many questions as you can, so you will learn and understand why people do certain things in a certain way, and what you like and what you don't like. And the same thing goes for not just on BevLive, but if you go to a specialty wine retailer, or even like a supermarket that has somebody working in the wine department, ask to talk to people, talk to them, and ask questions. And maybe you get lucky that you will be pointed in a direction that you didn't think about. Same here with BevLive. We'll have so many different products on here. Chances are that you've never heard of, and that's, I think, is that search and looking for different things that makes it so exciting. So you put in your order and you get that box, and you open the box and you have something that you just have never had before, or may not even be offered in stores where you live. You order it directly from the winery. So you may be one of the first in your state to even try these wines. So that's incredibly exciting. And so that's how kind of like these two things, in my opinion, kind of go together, is why wines and wineries are so special, and then the shopping experience that ties in with that. So yeah, those are the two topics I wanted to talk to you about today. I wish you all a fantastic weekend, and I will see you next week.